Okay. Because I'm gonna see if this is better.
Oh fuck! I forgot to pick the playbook. Oh well, it's cool.
I do have to pause it because I want to use my favorite running back on the Eagles.
It doesn't matter if he's your favorite player or not, dude. It all depends if your offensive line can make a hole for him.
Yeah, true.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Green Bay Packers. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Trevor Davis now to return. Oh, fighting off the defender. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard.
All right, one sec. Okay, I'm ready.
Line.
That's fine. Yeah.
Rodgers now on first down. And that'll be incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Good shit, good shit.
Second down, and this one incomplete as well. And incomplete here, so a little.
You see what happened when I did play action?
Couldn't hook up, and it's third down.
Yeah, thank you.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones.
Ooh, okay,
They take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Michael Bennett's versatility, being able to play any position along the defensive front, allows him to make those types of plays. He finds good matchups and gets into the offensive backfield.
And there it works for a tackle for loss. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10.
Okay.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. On first down, Wentz. And his first pass is incomplete.
All right, Patrick. So let me show you how to read defenses. So you see how I have two safeties in the backfield.
Yeah.
Switch it to a run play.
The first carry for Josh Adams. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
You want to read the defense, dude.
Cost him 15.
If there's only one safety back there, throw it. If there's two, you want to run it.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for
Or you could risk it and try and throw it short, but
now wins. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Hey, rip 5-2, on here. Okay, other side, solid, solid. Check three.
second down. Adams. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Damn,
Excellent
Clay.
observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them.
Good short pass. Good short pass.
First down there, Wentz to Ertz, and the names that end in TZ. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Wentz now on 1st down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. They fake the give. Now Wentz.
Oh, what the
And he
fuck?
connects with Ertz. And
Good
they'll
shit.
end up getting this one
But Patrick,
all the way down
you don't always
inside
want to go
the
to
20.
you don't always want to go to your tight end because I'm either gonna read it one of these days. Like I'm gonna read it, or Bailey's gonna read it. You want to switch it up, dude. Don't always go to your tight end, dude.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And another thing, never, ever throw it towards the middle of the field.
This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it?
Unless if there's nobody in the middle of the field covering.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. It got his man complete. They give him a gain of 38.
Really good recognition of the offensive line of the blitz. They picked it up, allowed for more time to throw the ball deep downfield, and a big-time completion.
Now Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25.
Oh, fuck me.
That goes for a gain of 31.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jimmy Graham, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Crosby on now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Nice little juke. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Clay Matthews not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the gun, it's Wentz. And Wentz will not be able to get rid of it. He's taken down for a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. but I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's
there you go.
Touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on, come on, come up to
I was
6.
always
A
saying,
lot of points.
and now I know
Rodgers
the
will
problem.
bring the pack up with a
Thank you.
first and 10 at their own 21. Throwing is Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release.
So you see what happened when I do play action?
He had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
All right, I'm gonna do a little challenge. I'm gonna do a little thing and see if you can figure out what I'm doing. I'm not gonna tell you what it is, but I'm gonna have you try and figure it out.
Looking deep for Adams. Into double coverage, and it's
there you go.
Picked off by Rodney McLeod. Oh, look at the juke. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line.
There you go. See? You read it.
Veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
You realize that in real life, Aaron Rodgers' favorite target now is Davante Adams?
Yeah.
And you realize how many times I went to Davante Adams?
Yep.
That's what happened. That's what's gonna happen to you if you keep going to Ertz. Ah. Wow, take him down, fools.
And that one results in 35 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play his own defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
26.
On second down, it's Jones. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one a lot.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Good shit, good shit, okay.
In there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th.
Whose playbook are you using?
J.K. Scott now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now Sproles. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Eagles
Whose playbook?
backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over first
This,
and 10.
okay.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out
defense.
to take over possession.
See what happens? What did I? Don't tell Bailey that I told you any of this stuff because I don't want him to. I don't want him to. I don't want him to know that I'm giving you an edge. But you see what happens when you pick one of those top defensive teams.
He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Yeah.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And incomplete on the deep ball. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack.
You still got to just read defenses though. All right, so look.
But it's a big play.
So now I only got one safety.
Now a play fake.
Well,
Wentz.
but you took too long, so.
With a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
82, 82.
Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. Sliding up. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line. And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Crosby puts it through, and that will bump up the lead again to 12-0. So put 3 on the board, but you know, from that far into enemy territory, probably hoping for more.
Yeah, I think they're going to get together on the sideline and talk about it, right? Because you get that far, that deep, you want to come away with a touchdown. They'll take the 3, but they're going to file it away for the future.
And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the Greek.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Clay Matthews in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Shotgun now for Wentz. It's brought in left side by Tate. And they work this out past the 25. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Come on now, Ollie. Come on now. Let's go.
Wentz now on 1st down. Drops it off to Ajayi. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when the blitz coming, and down he goes. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Working from the gun, Wentz throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Throwing is Wentz. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw, it's Wentz. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure.
Are you there, Wayne?
Yeah, I'm here.
The penalty moves him into the red
Am I
zone
doing a lot
here
better?
on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, Wentz. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And brought
Yeah,
down
but dude, you
before
just
they get it inside the 10 to the
you gotta
7.
quit passing it all the time, dude. You gotta run. You gotta run some. You gotta like do run plays too, dude. Bailey expects you to pass every single time, dude.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had
especially this close to the end zone. Who cares if you don't make it into the end zone?
And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
As long as you get 3 points.
To throw is Wentz, rolling to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Kyler Fackrell, tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Here's Wentz to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have is chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 21. Rodgers going to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Well, that one was over before it could get rolling. How about the D just knifing into the backfield and shutting that one down?
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him down at the other 46. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back. But that's one step in the proper direction.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
He'll rifle this one deep right side into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he is all the way up past the 25. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? The tackle will be credited to Jake Ryan.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Hey, hey, hey. We got 3, we got 3. Hey, 87, 87. Slam, slam, slam. Hey, Lou, 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 Lou. Switch, switch. SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS. Hey, other side, solid, solid.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. They do go for it. It's Wentz. He sets to fire deep.
What the
And
fuck?
his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jair
Dude,
Alexander.
you saw that,
These
right?
guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
He like stopped
Likely
at the
time for
middle
one
of
final
the
snap
play.
as they start out 1st and 10. The final shot before half for Rodgers. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, this is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here.
Hold on, I'm gonna do a substitution. It's whatever. I'm ready whenever you are.
This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. The first throw for the backup Foles. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Now it's Ajayi. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick, and he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers rolling to his right. And that'll be incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
That was not who I was trying to pass it to.
Again, and the struggles here, they look
Is that why you look stupid?
You're certainly right about
Yeah.
that. Mechanics are the key right now. Feet, arm, not in...
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Jordan Hicks able to drop him for a loss of 12. And it'll be 4th down. And Crosby puts it through. And the lead extends. It's 15-0. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, The way that this game is going,
Don't run it. Don't take it out. Don't take it out.
A little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted.
All right, so now look, I've got one safety. He's probably going to cover the middle. He's either going to cover the middle or the left side, so throw it over the top.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Here's Foles. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Tremont Williams. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And Crosby puts it through, and that's going to open the lead up now to 3 scores at 18-0. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose.
Oh my God.
It's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Trying to lay one up deep. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 back their own 28-yard line. Here's Rodgers to throw. He's going to rifle one, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Ronald Darby, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. If they needed a break, they needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Here's Ajayi. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They run with Ajayi. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now this time he'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
When you think of Mike Daniels, you think of strength. Hard to knock off the football, but surprising quickness and ability to move and evade people. How about that play there?
Well, he can squat 600 pounds, so that's how he caught people's attention coming into the league, and he caught our attention right there. Foles. Ertz has it left side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Foles now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. This is Ajayi. And a short gain down to about the 33. Tackle there by Clay Matthews.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. They run again with Ajayi. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that.
Here we go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Well, that's the 4th time that they've tried to go for it on 4th down. They've only converted once, Charles.
And obviously not a good percentage. And if you're going to go for it on 4th down, you think that you've got the right play dialed up. You can't be stopped. Your momentum's going to keep going. But 1 for 4, that tells you that you need to look at things in a different way, and you need to tip your cap to the defense. They've done a great job.
Hey, flex, flex. Kelly, don't let Kelly.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be. The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
And he'll back up a few steps as he'll make the fair catch at about the 8-yard line. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now back to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. And I don't quite know what's happening here. It's a 1st down, but the field goal team is out onto the field. And as is to be expected, this is nowhere near being good from that distance.
What are you doing, Wayne?
Will stay right where it is. Well, he does have a good leg.
Trying to help you out, dude.
Not that good.
Trying to help you read defenses, dude.
They go play action here on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. It's been that kind of a day so far.
If my
players
could catch,
it just
too.
seems like nothing going right offensively.
Yeah, it's a catch that should have been made, pure and simple. And look, everything else that goes into running a good pass route, throw it all out if you don't catch the ball.
Been that kind of game throwing the football so far. Nothing going right offensively. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And he'll score! Touchdown, Eagles! Nick Foles, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles get a score closer. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Rodgers now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
A give to Jones. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a 3rd and about 14.
Hey, we're not going. Right now, you got 58. No.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Here we go. Great.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Flat.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Tempo.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. He's then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. This is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A gain of 32 that time. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll go to Adams, try to pound it in. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Josh Adams punching it in from a yard away. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. So a big play for the Eagles now as they'll go for 2. He's back to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. Elliott now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And Green Bay getting ready to go.
I'm seeing what I do better,
they have the lead,
like,
obviously late in the game. I guess the good
like
news for them
because
is
he's
for some
gonna
reason
read
they
my
make a mistake,
tight end more.
A field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion.
If I start throwing to other people, right, Wayne?
Do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Rodgers throwing here. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
Oh.
And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to, you and your brothers, just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Sproles, the return. A beautiful fake. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He'll look to throw. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw. And this is caught inside the 5. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow. How many people watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score They might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come
Yeah,
back in here and
I know
watch this
Aaron
one, because
Rodgers
you and I,
way too
we're
well.
not going anywhere. We want to see
You
this
never
one
count
play
your
out.
chickens.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And with time a factor here
Seen
late,
so
he'll
many
just take a
miracles
knee
with
and
Aaron
they'll put it
Rodgers.
out to the 25. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7...
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Well, hey, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
One.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the
Are you
final
serious,
seconds, that
Jeffrey?
should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits.
I know
all
you went
zeros.
easy though.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Thank you,
Elliott
by the
going
way,
to
for helping me,
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
for making me understand what I needed to start doing.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Don't hit me! Don't hit me! Ah!
And they're going to have lousy starting field position as he's out of bounds at his 6-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
One final try now for Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to...
Wow.